Queensland police have confirmed the pilot of a helicopter which crashed into a hotel in Cairns has been killed. Reporter Christy Sexton-McGrath joins us now from the scene. Christy, what more can you tell us?
Good morning, Jenna. Well, we know that a helicopter crashed into the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel on the Cairns Esplanade just before 2 o'clock this morning. We know that the pilot was the only person on board. This was not a rescue chopper. This was a privately owned helicopter that we believe is owned by a business here in Cairns, a tourist business. So we know that 400 people were evacuated. The helicopter crashed on the roof of the hotel, causing a fiery explosion. Now, as you mentioned, police have just confirmed that the pilot of the helicopter died at the scene, and forensic investigations are underway to formally identify him. Now, a man in his 80s and a woman in her 70s whose room was nearby to the point of impact have been treated for smoke inhalation and shock at the Cairns hospital. We've spoken to a number of witnesses here on the Cairns Esplanade this morning, and a lot of people have described the shock of hearing this explosion. Others have described it as like a bomb going off at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, police are expected to hold a media conference later on this afternoon. We understand that they are waiting for the Australian Transport Safety Bureau to arrive in Cairns and form part of that press conference. There are so many questions about this, Jenna, that just remain unanswered at the moment. Why was this helicopter flying around at 2 o'clock in the morning? The Cairns Esplanade is a very heavily populated area. There's hotels all along the Esplanade. A lot of people out and about in the early hours of the morning, but hopefully we'll know more about what's happened later on this afternoon after that media conference.
Yeah, and Christy, this must have been a terrible shock for people in Cairns.
Absolutely, Jenna. Well, this is peak tourist season. It's winter up here. People are wearing singlets and thongs, so tourists come from all over the country and indeed all over the world to experience Cairns at this time of the year. We understand that most of the hotels along the Cairns Esplanade are full. Certainly a lot of people that are down here on the Esplanade now taking photos. They're all talking about what's happened. Spoke to a lot of witnesses this morning. There was one woman that I spoke to who said that she saw the helicopter flying very low past the Esplanade, moving away from the hotel before turning and coming back and crashing into the roof of the hotel. Another person that I spoke to this morning, they're a family up holidaying from Melbourne, and he has described the incident as traumatic. He didn't know what was going on. Here's what a couple of other witnesses had to say to us this morning.
Woke up from this loud crash sounding like a bomb or something, honestly, and then bit dazed, waking up at 2 in the morning, and then suddenly all the alarms start going off, and I thought it was a fire or something at first, but all evacuate, police yelling, get out, get out, get out, and then start seeing all the flames rising up the side of the building. And
a very loud bang.
What did you think it was?
I thought it might have been sort of like a tower on top of the building exploding, some machinery exploding. Was that sort of a sound? I watched for a while. All the emergency services arrived, the fire trucks and the police and that sort of thing, and cordoned the place off. And then I saw all of the people evacuate out onto Abbott Street.
Yeah, so Gemma, as you heard, a lot of witnesses are talking about the shock and the trauma that they've experienced. Look, at this stage, you know, it is fortunate that only 2 people were injured. Obviously, it's absolutely terrible that the helicopter pilot has died in this crash, but certainly there could have been a lot more injuries given where we are here on the Cairns Esplanade. As I mentioned, the Queensland Police and the ATSB will be holding a media conference in the early afternoon to talk about what's transpired here overnight.
Christy Sexton-McGrath reporting there from Cairns. Thank you.